And we're going to talk more about these latest developments now with Rawad Taha in Beirut. Rawad, what more can you tell us?
Yeah, indeed. On Wednesday, Israel assassinated a very top-ranking commander of Hezbollah. He is Aziz Unit Commander. His name is Muhammad Nasser. This is the third assassination out of which Hezbollah officially accepts that the person who was killed was a top-ranking commander. Only 3 weeks ago, the commander of Unit Nasser was also assassinated, Abu Talib. Back then, after Abu Talib's assassination 3 weeks ago, on the very next day of that assassination, we saw Hezbollah launching over 200 rockets and a number of drones into northern Israel. 3 weeks later today, after the second commander, the commander who is leading Aziz unit, who was assassinated yesterday, we're seeing that same exact scenario all over again. We woke up today to Hezbollah launching over 200 rockets and a number of drones on 7 Israeli military positions in northern Israel. So this is just a retaliation on that assassination. And if we follow the trends of the past few weeks, we will probably see a de-escalation shortly afterwards.
Indeed, Rawad, because what many people are afraid of is that the war that's been going on now between Israel and Hamas since last October could escalate into a much wider conflict across the region.
Definitely. However, one thing to keep in mind is that despite the high risk of this significant escalation, it seems up until now the two parties who are exchanging fire, be it Hezbollah and Israel, are not seeking a full-scale war. At least this is according to their own political statements, and that Israel favors a diplomatic solution to what's happening in the north, while Hezbollah claims that it will keep on firing rockets and missiles into northern Israel until there is a ceasefire achieved in Gaza. But one thing which is very important, which I want to highlight, is what we heard from the Secretary General of Hezbollah, Naim Qassem, actually the Deputy Secretary General of Hezbollah, Naim Qassem, the other day. He mentioned that if the next phase of the war in Gaza moves into a no war, no ceasefire phase, then that could possibly be something that Hezbollah also considers and looks at, depending on a number of other circumstances. So we're seeing both sides of the conflict still signaling that they are ready to end the firing in some sort of way possible.
All right, Rawad, thanks for that. Rawad Taha reporting from Beirut.